It's funny, I didn't make any videos today, but if you watch my videos yesterday, wow, this doesn't zoom, does it? See how the helicopter's just hovering right there? They would have a perfect shot on my phone if they wanted to. Yeah, to say the least, that's intentional. See, now he's like moving because I'm filming. He was sitting there for at least 5 minutes in that exact spot doing that, waiting for me to film him. Bye-bye. So I'm like, wait a second, let me see if he's... I did not move. I've been sitting like this the whole time. I saw him coming. I'm like, okay, is that PD or news? I think it's a news helicopter. I have no idea. It doesn't matter. They're all in this coal. Everything out here is... everybody's controlled out here. Oh, I shouldn't say it like that. Everybody out here is mic'd up, and it's a Catholic coal, including that helicopter. So what they did is he went right behind me, right here, as you can see, and just sitting there. So I'm sitting there on my phone. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to film because he's just sitting there. Because I knew they'd go away after I started filming. So there you have it. And here's me in my getup. Hey, can you even see me now? Yeah, this is my first video of the day. I've pretty much been resting most of the day. You know, getting over a cold, and my fingers still... Look at that, it's still fucked up. That's at least 2 or 3 days before that's going to get better. And obviously these two. But anyway, yeah, I had no intention of filming that idiot, but since I mentioned it last night in my video, when I post a video, they immediately come up with a counter. And today they did a bunch of shit to counter yesterday's videos, but I just was not in the mood to film. They did a replica of the guy in the blue who I filmed yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before. The guy who was standing right over here in the blue and walking around kind of thing. They had him over here when I woke up, just standing there. Well, I don't know if it's the same guy, but he was wearing a similar attire. Just had him sitting there waiting, and then he went over there. He kept moving around and trying to pose for pictures with their cameras out here. And that was one thing. They just keep staging shit. And I'm like, I'm not in the mood to film today. And it pissed them off that I didn't film because they have a cover-up plan, and they go by what I've been doing, and I've been making videos. So their plans each day bank off me filming them. So they stage stuff wanting me to film it, and I do it because I think the viewer is smart enough to see it. So I see them staging stuff. I know they're staging it. I tell you. I hope the viewer can see it. Just like that helicopter, which is something they know you would never believe, which is why they do that. Trust me, here in Los Angeles, it's like a movie set. Everything out here is, everybody here is trained actors. All Catholics are, if you didn't know, or taught how to act, but especially here in LA. Because the goal is to get a one world Catholic system and get rid of free people. So they are taught to act and lie. It's part of being in the cult. You swear to secrecy, and it just doesn't take a genius to figure out that means you have to lie. If you have to lie, you have to act. And so they do heavily, which is a pain in the ass because sometimes it's hard to figure out if somebody likes you or not because you know, they're putting on an act. But anyway, so what I do is I have to play along with them. So if you know, which is stuff you don't see. When I make videos, my videos are serious. I may joke a couple times in my videos, but when I say stuff in my videos and post them on iCloud and Facebook and Google Photos, they're serious, they're truthful videos. They're not me putting on an act. But on my free cams, when they can see me with my camera, you bet your ass I go into character because they can see me, they can hear me, and I get information. And not only that, as far as going out here day to day and people coming up to me trying to talk to me and while they record it. So what they do is they stage stuff every day where people come up to me and they catalog it. So they say, all right, let's try to get Jamie angry. We'll put it in the angry folder and have a bunch of files of Jamie angry, Jamie happy, Jamie this. And they try to get that with at least the main people involved. So they can say, well, if this person tried killing him, why would it be nice to him here? You know what I mean? And that's stuff you can't understand if you're not here. Because you cannot. Look, how many years has it been? If you go to police or FBI and try to get justice and they don't give it to you, you can't keep coming at them at full force or it's over. You'll be dead and like that. So anyway, you have to kind of balance it out. It's kind of hard to explain. You have to be the victim to get it. So you can't come after these people all the time and say, you motherfucker, you tried to kill me. It just doesn't work that way. So, yeah, it just doesn't work that way. If you want to live for very long, you can't do that. So, But my videos I post are 100% honest. I do not fuck around. But when I deal with them, that's a different story. There's times I have to fuck around and times I don't. So just keep that in mind, because they'll show you videos that is not me, normal character, what you would see in my iCloud videos or Facebook. And there's a reason for that, but you wouldn't understand it. So they'll say, look at this guy, he's schizo, he's fucking like this one time, he's like this. Everybody is, except Catholics. Catholics all follow orders from above, so their demeanor is not, they're like, they just do what they're told. That's how they all live here. It's unbelievable. They want no freedom, no sign of emotion, nothing. As opposed to free people, their emotions go like this, depending on what's thrown at them. So when my emotions change, it's mostly because of them trying to, fuck up my days and shit. But I start every day trying to be in a good mood. Obviously sometimes you can't, because a bad memory comes in your head, like when you wake up, kind of thing. And I've had enough of those. But so yeah. Yeah, all right. I'll just show you real quick. There's the pier, Santa Monica Pier. There's the big old bank building. If you watched the Three's Company opener, you would know that building. That was there back in the. Not only that, but they have the merry-go-round thing. That was in the opening. Is over there on the pier. It's still there. I don't know if everything inside is the same. I've never really gone in it, but I do know it's the one from the show. Not that that means anything. Santa Monica is like it's like the unknown Hollywood. They call it Silicon Beach because the tech here is so fucking high. I shouldn't swear. So high tech here. Like I said, everybody here is mic'd up. When I say mic'd up, I'm talking implanted. They're implanted with a transmitter and a receiver to talk and to hear messages. I shouldn't say messages. Hear communications. So if you were to look at them, you would see like radio waves. If you could see it, but you can't. Just like your phone, you can't see the radio waves bouncing in and out of your phone. So what they did is they took it and put it in the a mic and a transmitter. And if you didn't know, it's not new. The people back in Connecticut who had it back in 95 to 2000, in that range, I believe, is when they got it. So people like Eric Brent is mic'd up. My old friends in school, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna name them right now. The ones I used to hang out with in school, they got mic'd up, I'm guessing, around 95 to 2000, in that range. So don't think it's like just cops or something that are getting implanted transmitters and receivers. No, all Catholics. And they all are ranked, and they follow orders from above, and that's how they get their salaries and ultimately their homes. It's lent from the church, and they could take it at any time from you. And that's the future if freedom loses, which is losing badly. Because freedom is undefined. Like there's no definition of freedom. It's like, all right, when should you go to jail? The free people, you ask them, they go, well, present me the story and I'll tell you. Like, there's no, like, why Catholics have a set book, the Bible. If you violate the Bible, you go to jail, kind of thing. So that's the difference as opposed to a free person who, well, you keep your hands to yourself and you're honest, you should be safe. That's pretty common sense, right? That's not how it is with Catholics. If you have to serve what they believe is their God coming from the church, otherwise you're a sinner. So if you go against the Catholic Church, you're a sinner to them, they want you dead. That's not how free people live. But they have to hide that from free people because they're going to kill them, and they are killing them. All the homeless out here are dead, and they've been dead, and I've been saying that. So, all right, I guess I'll end the video for now. It's almost 9 minutes in, and I spent much of the day charging this phone. It was like a hazy day with a nice cool breeze, like a cool, like, hazy mist was just like hanging over the city, blocking the sun, so I didn't get I got my phone charged up with the new cables. Awesome. The one with the three cables. Thing's great. It's almost as fast as plugging my phone into an outlet. Only when I use the phone. Now when I use all three. When I use all three, it usually can only do 2 of the 3, and then it's slow on the phone. But unless it's just 2 phones, then it's quicker. But that Marshall sucks up juice. Anyway, I'm off. Off on something else. So, yeah, for those who don't know, I was poisoned in 07 with cyanide. My mother got it from the government, from Chris Dodd. You know Senator Chris Dodd? Jody Rell, Governor Jody Rell of Connecticut. They both left back in 2010 because of my case. and then Dan Malloy took over. And Dan Malloy was involved in the getting me out here and all that stuff, and what happened to me out here, and then he left Connecticut. Now you notice Dan Malloy is gone. Dan Malloy, who had a great long political career ahead of him, Chris Dodd, who had a long career, but he wasn't done. He was running for re-election, and he quit because of my case. And Obama campaigned for him. Now Obama's the one who ordered the weapon used on me in 2016. So I'm giving you all these connections. A crazy person couldn't give you these connections. So Obama was trying to cover for Mr. Dodd to help his buddy, and he ordered that weapon used on me when I found out they killed the homeless. And they also thought I figured out 2007 was attempted murder, which I didn't know in 2016. Didn't figure it out until 2017, right around the Easter conversation with my sister, which I mentioned before. So you can watch that or listen to it on Facebook. Over 4,000 people heard that, and it got my family $1 million apiece. So if you want to hear the conversation that got my family paid off to keep their mouth shut, it's that Easter conversation with my sister Heather. It's on my Facebook. Like I said, it was within, I'd say, 20 posts. You could find it. Or you can go back to Easter of 2017 and check the date on the Google, and then look at my Facebook, filter it. And if you want to see the original post, I posted it a few times, and all total 4,000 listens, which is insane. Which is why I'm still alive, really, because so many people heard it. Yeah, so, and I have no doubt, it's been 3 years since, my family 100% involved and belong in prison for life, and they got paid off to keep their mouth shut and not name Obama, not name see, the problem with my case is it spans from the Connecticut, then I got out to California and I found out their problems. California has the problem of homeless people come here because it's California. So all the states, the people who leave the states to come out here, homeless, California deals with them, and if they don't fit into their society here, which is a controlled Catholic society, they kill them. Now, it's a lot more brutal than it sounds, because you're thinking, well, when I tell you it is controlled here, it is Catholic, and you have to qualify, otherwise they kill you. So it's very brutal. It's not like they just come out here and they're lazy bums, and I have no idea. I've never met anyone. They're dead. They're all gone. To hide that, Catholics poses them. So if you didn't know, Catholics swear to any income, anything. So what they do is they take lower level ranked Catholics and tell them to go sleep under a bridge and pretend they're homeless. And that's what they're doing. So for the time being, they are homeless, but they're Catholic and they're mic'd up. And they're obedient, as opposed to a homeless person who's all his own decisions, you know what I mean? Which is why Catholics like to call them crazy, because they're going by their own decisions. Some of them may have been crazy, I have no idea. Now, what crazy is somebody who says something that's just not true. Not somebody who says something that's hard to prove. That's not crazy. Otherwise, nobody would file lawsuits. You know what I mean? Everybody who lost a lawsuit would be labeled crazy. Like, you're crazy. That's hard to prove. And that's not how it works. If you say stuff that's provably impossible, and as being true, and you really believe it, then you're crazy. That's what crazy would be. Or you could be stupid. Stupid is when something is like, it's provably something, and you don't believe it. Then you're, yeah, that's crazy, stupid, both. But to be crazy, you have to say stuff that is. So when I say they're staging this virus, as much as I know they are, that's another thing I'll give you 100%. I am sure this virus is being staged, and that's how thorough or how broad Catholics are. This broad's not the right word. There's 1.3 billion Catholics worldwide, and they've been ordered by their leadership to stage this virus, to hide the fact that they're all mic'd up. I've been posting about it. People are hearing about it. And it's getting out, and these people are freaking out, so they started staging the virus. They might have done it anyway, because they're killing off free people, and this is the perfect way to hide it. Like I said, the homeless out here have been killed for at least 4 years, or since 3 to 4 years at least. When I got out here, I have not met one. They were all undercovers or Catholics posing as homeless. I went through all the things here in Santa Monica and Venice, all the services, where they stayed at night, I've been all over the place, and I can assure you, they were all undercover people. All the homeless are dead. So Obama ordered the weapon used on me to cover it all up. He swore to, but see, all the people that would be behind him would be all the states and all the federal government who's involved having the homeless killed, because they all come here. But like I said, it's much more brutal than it sounds. Catholics are creating a one world Catholic society where you have to abide by the Bible and get mic'd up and ranked. That's it. So if you didn't know this is going on, which you don't, because it's not, unless you hear from me, it's not on the news, because Catholics own the news, control the news. They control the money and the news. Our money system's Catholic owned. The international